So I'm just in Lower Sackville here, and it's pretty close to home. This is a tree I've photographed before, this lone tree here. Well, you can isolate it. It's certainly not by itself, as there's trees over there. One thing is, this is a cemetery, so I'll show you closer, but there's a bench right there. So all the images I shoot with this is going to have a bench removed. Yeah, so we're close to sunset. So we're just waiting for the sun to drop down and shoot some using this little guy as a subject here. So on my last video, or one of the last videos, it said the weather was wrong. Well, it's wrong again. This is completely clear skies. It was clouds were supposed to roll in, and that'd be great for astro photography, except that's a full moon there. Yeah, clear skies, so it's gonna be pretty simple. Won't need to do long exposures to have my fun, but we'll wait for some color to pop up in these skies. I've come to the other side just to see if any of the Belt of Venus color would come in. That's the tree there. I was also seeing if the moon would align, which it's not going to. I'm going to hope to come out for a sunrise tomorrow, and then I'll shoot from here, which is where I've shot it from before. So here the ground cuts out that bench. It also makes the trunk look small. There's some nice colors on that backside with the moon. Power lines right through there, but I just need the color to pop up on our side. It's coming. So I'm just looking for a composition, and I think it's neat the way that I have the dark horizon of the tree line in back and the white snow sloping, and they kind of meet at the tree and then have the tree as the subject. I'm now on the tripod because we're losing light. Again, I have that frame in, and then we're just gonna wait for the color. I'll do probably a vertical. There's another tree I can clone out, but there's another tree that's in the way on the other side. There's also a tree on this side here. I'll show you. So these trees, the branches are just in my frame, and I'm at 120 on this guy. And I don't want to dig out the telephoto for this. I'll just clone them out. So shooting now, aperture priority f11, which gives us 1/10 of a second at base ISO. So there's a tree up in here that you probably can't see, and then there's this really bright snow area off in the distance. It's actually two little guys here as well that would be distractions shooting a composition like this. I'll still probably end up shooting that composition, but just so you know, it's cloned out. Since we're already cloning out the bench, it really doesn't matter, right? A little drama in the sky would have been nice. Well, I keep taking pictures here as we kind of lose some of the light. We're like 25 minutes past sunset, but been knocking Nova Scotia weather, and we did have some Northern Lights activity. And the first night we were completely coated in with clouds. And then the second night, everything was looking good. There was some nice greens and purples on the horizon. And then snow flurries came in. I was working, so I wasn't able to like stay out the whole night, but I snuck out for a bit. And as I was setting up, I could visibly see the Northern Lights as I got a K8, or sorry, I got a KP8 alert. And these are the photos I got from that.
At the time, it was frustrating not being able to place myself in front of a more interesting foreground. But in the end, the simple snow-covered road, especially in the landscape orientation, works beautifully as a leading line into the Northern Lights. It creates a clean, common composition, and it's one I don't already have in my portfolio, which makes it even more satisfying. Let me know in the comments which version you prefer.
So I've dropped down now further, just kind of doing the same thing, picking out compositions, but I've been in the point where they meet. So it's more of, they get low enough, there's no other tree line. So it's just the snow line. Well, I think that's it for the light. Take a couple more. And no drama in the sky, no clouds. We'll see if there's anything tomorrow morning. We'll see when I make it out. I don't like doing mornings. I'd rather stay up all night. So if I get out in the morning, we'll continue from there. But I'm going to try to shoot this tree. That'll be on the other side. We'll try to shoot this tree from in a few different conditions and kind of see what we get. Pack up now. So I did get up for the morning, but there was no color to be had. Those clouds that came in finally came in. And again, this is going to be another storm, probably starting this afternoon. We'll see if I can get out for any of the drama in the storm. Get some high contrast shot, maybe something like that. But yeah, no color. Didn't dig out the camera. I don't think I can improve on what I've shot from the side before. So we're back back here, the storm came through, and it wasn't an ideal storm for like taking photos in. It was more of a blizzard. So we had a little bit of drifting. I was hoping to have some like drifting lines to use as foreground elements, but I'm not seeing any. So this is what the weather is going to be like for like the foreseeable future. So I'm not expecting any type of color. So I'll probably walk in. I didn't walk in before I zoned out the trees because I didn't want my footprints in there. But I'm just going to walk in and kind of get maybe a black and white minimalist shot here to close this out. And if I get some sunrise photos, I'll add them into the next one.